It's just rigged.
I feel like masturbating till my eyes pop up my skull. Then I'm drinking till my blood turns into wine.
Hi everybody, let's go ahead and get into this. So whether you love him or you don't, it's up to you to decide whether he's your guy for election or he's not. Nobody should be able to tell you otherwise. You have the right to choose. That's kind of what makes this country great. However, you should know that there's a lot of corruption and bullshit being involved trying to jeopardize and control this election yet again. This is the third time that people have really been paying attention to see just how much of this has been going on. So, Colorado ruled to basically remove Trump off the ballot. It's a violation of the 14th Amendment. It's insanity. It is completely insane that this has been allowed to happen, and people are, furious. Like, Trump used to not be anybody I cared about or I liked. At first I hated the man, and then I didn't care about the man, and now actually I like the man. I think he's a good fit. I think he's better than everything we've had, personally. I don't think any politician has ever really fully done their job. They haven't been honest or whatever. Not saying Trump's been 100% fantastic, but he's been tremendously better than everyone else we've had. Personally, right now, I'm really liking Ramaswamy, or however you pronounce the poor man's name. He's really been growing on me lately. He's been growing on a lot of people. So if whatever reason Trump couldn't make it, I think he'd be a good candidate. So let's go ahead and read the article. The Colorado ruling disqualifying Trump is already having an impact. Of course it would. Of course it would. Why wouldn't you think? Colorado's decision disqualifying Trump from the primary pushed back Maine's decision on the subject. It could serve as a model for other states. I don't think you should be able to do this at all. Like, it is absolutely insanity. Like, last time they got us with the whole mail-in ballots or whatever, which was, like, so easily able to just completely, sorry for the language, but cut this whole thing. An important feature of the Colorado Supreme Court decision disqualifying Donald Trump from the ballot is that it still hasn't taken effect, and it's unclear when or if it will. By the state court's own initiative, its ruling is on hold until January 4th, the day before Colorado's primary certification deadline, and Trump can extend that hold by simply seeking U.S. Supreme Court review by then. So, the mechanics of that pause makes it likely Trump appears on the primary ballot despite the state court decision that he can't. Okay, so we got a lot to stop and think about here. It still blows my mind that we're really at the point, because I knew they were going to do something. I knew somebody was going to do something to kind of jeopardize this election for him. And I have been sitting there wondering this entire time, what were they going to do? I didn't even consider them taking his name off the ballot. Or trying to, at the very least, according to this. So, let's go. But that doesn't mean the otherwise monumental ruling isn't having an effect as 14th Amendment challenges proceeds across the country. Look at Maine, where Secretary of State Sheena Bellows was set to decide this week whether Trump can be on the state's ballot. She pushed the decision to next week following the Colorado ruling. Maine's Portland Press Herald reported that the spokesperson for Bellows, a Democrat, go figure, said the time change is due to the Colorado ruling as well as the technical difficulties in the Secretary of State's office that have interfered with deadlines for the party to submit beliefs. Unlike other states' cases against Trump, Maine's election official is deciding this one, but it could be challenged in the state's court. It is so wild! It is so fucking crazy to me that this is even a thing. This is literally a thing that they can do. I don't think this has ever happened in U.S. history. This is insanity. Completely. Oh, I know some of you might be like, oh, look at the Trump supporter. Here's the first thing. I'm not a MAGA dude. I'm not. I don't have a Make America Great Again. I want the country to be great again. But, you know what I mean? Like, he's the better choice. Like, let's be honest. Like, what has Biden done? Biden's done nothing but, like, completely screwed the country up. And people are finally realizing this. Finally, it's taken long enough, At first glance, it's unclear why a ruling in Colorado would have to affect a case decided in Maine or anywhere else, but the fact that the Colorado case already has such an impact, however slight, is a reminder of that power. It's an abuse of power, let's be honest here. That's because the Colorado Justice laid out a detailed opinion addressing multiple issues in an unsettled area of the law that states across the country are grappling with. While it doesn't technically serve as a binding precedent for other states, the Colorado ruling can serve as a guide for other decisions across the country, such as the impending one in Maine. Though the U.S. Justice can have the last word, other states may look to Colorado for now. I'm just going to say this. I'm honestly surprised California didn't say anything, but I will say this about California. This state is so rigged. The last election, I remember I was watching like the votes go in for each state, and I live in California. I live in LA. So I'm watching like, you know, the percentage go up on like who's what. California turned blue the moment it hit 3%. I was like, how did you possibly know that? How did you count your shit faster than all of these smaller states? It makes no sense outside of being rigged. For all I know, this could have been turned red. A lot of people out here, especially in Orange County, do not like Democrats. They are very much right-wing. And the funniest thing about it is a lot of them are actually Asian and Mexican. That is so funny to me. I've seen a lot of these little Trump areas out there where they're selling like Fuck Biden shirts or whatever. Or like Let's Go Joe or Let's Go Brandon or whatever it was. And there's only like one white person there. So it's really funny. And this is stuff that they'll never talk about on their side of the news. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with this decision? Do you think it's a bad idea? I'm open to hear it, so I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching.